The Nigerian opposition landscape is heavily compromised and intimidated and constricted. So while they have done what is right, we urge INEC and the judiciary to equally take steps to ensure that all other opposition parties receive fair and proper and legal treatment, and that the PDP and other opposition parties, the Labour Party and all opposition parties, the Social Democratic Party, the African Democratic Congress, and all other opposition parties must strive as well. Multi-party democracy must survive in Nigeria. Now, Nigeria needs a strong party in government, as well as a strong party or strong parties in opposition. Let me say that, contrary to propaganda, there is no appeal in any court against that decision that INEC followed in registering our party. Yes. It's a judgment that will stand forever. There is also, not only that there is no appeal, there is no pending litigation whatsoever
NDC
against the NDC in any court of justice in Nigeria. So don't believe that propaganda. They don't want all of you to identify with NDC. They are scared. They don't want these big names here to leave the other party or any other party. That's why you have all those propaganda, because they want to discourage me and discourage all of you. But they have failed, and you are all here. Now, scaremongering is an old tactic, and it will not work. In this party, you have INEC here with us, observing and recording the proceedings of this Congress, unlike what happens in some other parties. So you should know that the NDC has come to stay. The NDC is good to go. The NDC has no faction. The NDC has no crisis. The NDC has no dispute. The NDC has no appeal pending or litigation pending. We are free to go. Now, about a week ago, two very influential political leaders whose influence is national and even beyond, they joined the NDC. And since then, the political landscape of our country has changed for good. His Excellency Peter Obi, CON, and His Excellency Engineer Rabid Kwakwanso, you are welcome, and thank you for disregarding all the propaganda thrown at you and all the pressures thrown at you, all the blackmail directed at you and directed at us. You are veterans. We are all veterans in this game, and we know that they will fail. Now, I want to appreciate deeply all the supporters of their excellencies, the obedient movement that is ubiquitous everywhere. They are there. Obedience, are you here? Good, good. I hail you. I hail all of you. I also appreciate the support and enthusiasm shown by members of the Kwakwanso movement. Kwakwanso! Thank you very much. Now, all Nigerians, you all know our record of service in our nation. And for me, our contributions and sacrifices and services at state level, at national level, is well known and well documented. Even when it was fashionable for people to belong to parties that are big, in 1998, as a younger man, I chose the difficult part of joining in the formation of two ideological parties, the movement for democracy and justice under the leadership of the late MD Yusuf of blessed memory. And thereafter, working with our elders and leaders, we joined in the formation of what became the Alliance for Democracy. And whereas others were in bigger parties, we were very confident, staying and mobilizing and winning elections in the Alliance for Democracy, even in Bayelsa at that time, in my early 30s. You are all aware how in 2015, with the sudden defeat of the PDP, we became opposition. And the Lord fell on me in Bayelsa to hold the fort and prevent the APC, the rampaging APC at the time, from overrunning the home base. And I led in opposition. There were inducements, there were threats, there were intimidations, but I resisted them all. People were killed, people were maimed, people were dealt with. Even my re-election, we won in a very difficult and hard way. So in me, as most of you know, we have a hard-boiled opposition operative and leader. In the National Assembly, for all of you who are following, you know the positions we have taken. We haven't taken those positions because it is comfortable to do so. Not because it is convenient. Not because it will win us favors. But we again shows, and we have consistently chosen, the difficult but necessary part that will lead to a multi-party democracy, respect for all citizens, and a better Nigeria. In the Senate, fighting all the time with my colleagues for freedom for all and for the rights of all to be respected and for good governance in Nigeria. We did it then, we have always done it, and we will do it now. We'll do it now. So in us, this convergence of all of us in the leadership, with myself privileged and honored to the national leader of this party, with the historic responsibility of visualizing and envisioning this movement, and now having the honor of having all of you patriotic and great leaders of our party, of our country, Rabid, Kwakwanso, Peter Obi, and all of you, and many more still to come, you can be sure that the political landscape of Nigeria will not be the same again. But we cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. We need all your support and continued support and prayers. I want to thank all of you for finding time, in spite of the insecurity, in spite of the economic difficulties, in spite of the intimidation and blackmail and propaganda. You found your way to this historic city, our national capital, for this historic convention. I thank you all for that confidence. To all Nigerians, what you have done in the last 3 months is historic. Large numbers of people from all parts of our country believing and having trust and confidence in us have been registering massively in our party. I want to thank you for that confidence in me and other leaders, and all the leaders at the state levels who you know very well will not let you down. To you all, we will say that with you behind us in prayers, victory surely will be ours. Victory will be ours, and we will win. Just keep up the pressure, keep up the faith. To all institutions of government, the judiciary, the security agencies, and INEC, we count on all of you to ensure that the democratic rights of all Nigerians is respected, and that free and fair elections is guaranteed, and people are afforded the opportunity to decide what happens to them, and that multi-party democracy survives. To all our colleagues in other opposition parties, we wish you all well. Nigeria cannot be allowed to be a one-party state, and you are all essential workers in that vineyard. We wish you the best. We know all the constraints we are all grappling with. We wish you the best. But if anything goes wrong, just know that there is a credible and clean and viable opposition party that is willing to absorb and embrace all of you. Not as joiners, but as co-founders and leaders. To our colleagues, even in the APC, all of us, we say to you all, you are our fellow citizens and fellow compatriots, citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are not our enemies. You are only citizens of Nigeria with whom we disagree. And in the next couple of months, going down to the general elections, we shall take these differences in ideology to every ward, to every polling unit, to every local government, every state, every zone of our country, north and south. Our vision of an inclusive Nigeria, a productive Nigeria, a safe Nigeria, a Nigeria that does not talk about divisions, a Nigeria that is united, a Nigeria that will be a pride to all Nigerians and to all Africans. We shall take this message to all. No one in NDC is out to fight or disrespect anyone. But we will not be scared, we will not be intimidated, we will not be induced to say and do what is right. The message of a change in Nigeria will not be abandoned, and it will be carried to all parts of our country. Fellow delegates, a short while ago, in this inaugural convention, in the national interest for which the NDC is established to foster and deepen, we have taken a historic resolution. That is about zoning of the next presidential ticket of our party to the southern part of Nigeria. Yes. And of course, it goes without saying that the vice presidential ticket will come from where? We want a balanced and stable Nigeria. We want a Nigeria of equal citizenship, not a Nigeria of division and grievances. Now, you see, as you go back home, take this message of NDC and the change. We want to build a party that is like the ANC, an ideological party, a party like the ANC in South Africa. We want to build stable, enduring parties like the Communist Party in China, even if you don't like that, their ideology. But they are stable and they are going on. We want to build a party, the NDC, like the Republican Party or the Democratic Party in the US. We want the NDC to be like the Conservative Party or the Labour Party or other parties in the West. We don't want a party that is transactional. That's for transactional politicians. That every election time you see a different arrangement. We want NDC to outlive all of us. And this is a special challenge to you, the young people of Nigeria. It's for you, the women of Nigeria. We have crafted the NDC. We are caretakers of the NDC. You are the real beneficiaries and owners of NDC. To take NDC, register, support, motivate, canvass as we move together to deliver Nigeria. I thank you all. Finally, as we end this convention, which has been very historic, I want to, on behalf of the national chairman and his very hard-working team, commend you all. For the past 3-4 months, since December, February, January, people have not rested with all of us. And all your organizing team, all of you, including those who were conscripted last night, they virtually slept here. Thank you for putting on a beautiful show. And I wish you all joining message back home. And as you go, arrive in peace, in good health, and may the good Lord strengthen you all and strengthen us. In no distant time, we will assemble in our national capital again for another historic vote. Towards the end of this month, the National Secretariat will announce the details.